Module 11. Weighing Options, Seeking Opinions. At the end of this module, you are expected to evaluate the way you make solutions, illustrate the role of others' opinion in helping you with decision making, and determine the consequences of using your skills and potential solutions to you and others. Here are the materials that you're going to need for this module. As a learner, you cannot avoid problems that need solutions. Though you have the capacity to deal with it on your own, this module will try to make you see how helpful if you seek the opinion of your parents or guardians and other people around you. You will also get to appreciate the consequences of your decision to problems as it affects you and others. Weighing your options and seeking others' opinions are highly significant life skills that you as a learner should continuously practice, especially now that we are in the pandemic. Let's go and try to sail our ship with vigor and confidence in facing the small and big waves in life. Let's try this. When do you know that a person is deciding for the common good? Do they consider all options? Do they listen to other people's ideas and opinions? Do they make decisions as a group and not as an individual? With the use of sample graphic organizer, list down your answers. Write as many as you can. Answer the processing questions after, and do this on a sheet of paper. Here are the processing questions. What did you use as basis of your answers? Do your answers resonate with you when making decisions? How? How do you know that you are deciding for the common good? I heart you. In this activity, you may ask help from your household members. It could be your parents, your brothers or sisters, and anyone who's with you at home. You and your members will form a small circle to talk about a situation that you need to decide on. You may read and present the situation to them. Here's the situation. Imagine that you are a group of doctors stationed in an accessible area with limited materials to be used in treating patients. You were given a mission to operate on a patient needing a heart transplant. Unfortunately, there is only one donor for the operation, but there are 6 patients waiting for the operation. The patients in the list are a 40-year-old male, a successful doctor with no children, a 25-year-old female who is a blind famous pianist, a 45-year-old male teacher with 2 children, an 18-year-old female unmarried and 6 months pregnant, a 35-year-old male, and a priest. And lastly, a 16-year-old female, a high school dropout who supports or cares for a brother who is disabled. Now, together with your household members, you have to analyze the alternative solutions to come up with a decision. Each of you should listen to each other, sharing your thoughts. Then you will have to evaluate the consequences of the alternative solution by determining its pros and cons. Determine how it may affect you and the team. Each member should give his or her views and options about the situation. Then discuss until the group comes up with a decision. Here are some questions for your discussion. What are your options? Try to list them down. What are your alternative solutions? Does everybody agree with the alternative solutions? What are the consequences of your alternative solutions? And finally, write your decision as a group on a sheet of paper. After your discussion, you also have to think of the processing questions. Did you have difficulty in coming up with a decision? Did you have alternative options? What are these? Did your household members have different options? So how did you deal with it? Does it help to analyze your alternatives and the consequences of your decisions? You have made decisions in the past and will be making still in the coming days, weeks, or months. To be better on this, you may want to look back and reflect how you were doing it and be mindful on the learnings that those experiences try to mold in you. Did you have a moment of evaluating your decisions in the past? If so, how did you do it? Here are some pointers for you to make sense out of your past decisions. Number 1. Did you get the rightful results? Did it really solve your problem? If you answered yes to these questions, that's good. If no, why did you say so? Did your solution create more problems or complications? If that's the case, then you may take it as a learning experience. Maybe in your next decisions, you can check if your option will really answer the problem or it will create more. If it does, then it certainly is not the right solution. You could consider other options next time and eliminate the choice that brought you more problems. Next, what were the consequences when you made the decision? What took place after your decision? Did it improve the situation? Did you feel good about it? Decision making comes with responsibility. It is very ideal for any decision to be favorable for everyone. However, there are times that you need to calculate the risk of your choice. Hence, it has to be a well-calculated one. You are responsible for any decisions that you make, good or bad. You have to own it. Be wiser with it. Number 3, did it contribute to your personal growth in any areas of life? Be it a social relationship, academic performance, career pathing, health, spiritual, etc. With your past decisions, can you identify any significant changes in your life in any aspect of it? For instance, when you decided to continue your studies during this pandemic, did it make a step nearer to your dream of finishing basic education? When you decided to stay at home instead of going out with your friends, did it make any difference to your safety? Try to appreciate whatever gains or personal development you have for any choice that you have. It is a good point of reference for your succeeding decision making in life. Number 4, did it consider the common good? In your past decisions, did it promote the welfare of everyone around you or there are regrets attached to it? There might be times when you are clouded by your personal biases or perceptions. However, the common good will always be a good consideration when weighing your options. At times, there is a need to analyze what is good for you and for everyone. Always try to check what would be good and gain for everyone. Your maturity and experiences aid you to always prioritize the common good. Number 5, how would that make you as a person? At the end of the day, your decisions reflect the kind of person you are. However, it does not define your future self. Our choice reveals what we think is right at the moment, though it may be unpopular for others. There is always a point of realization how our decisions change the way we see and experience life. Don't be discouraged if you committed wrong decisions before. Who else did not? You could always consult experienced people and ask for guidance if you have to. Decisions determine destiny, so think 100 times before you take a decision. But once that decision is taken, stand by it as one man. Nobody has a monopoly of knowledge in the world. Even experts consult with their colleagues or other professionals in order to see the other perspectives on certain things. There are companies who get the most brilliant advisors or consultants just to ensure that their decisions, most especially on sensitive matters, are well thought out. The act of seeking the opinion of your respected and trusted people is no different at all. It is part of being responsible and sound decision maker. So, what are the other things that you can gain from seeking others' opinion? First, you gain more confidence in facing problems because you know that people support you and they have your back. Second, you are able to think properly for possible solutions to any challenges, believing that you have the capacity to do it well. Third, in seeking and learning from people's opinions, it will help you realize that more heads are better than one. Likewise, being alone in an island is truly difficult, but if you have others, you have better chances to survive and thrive in life. Any difficult situation that is upon us becomes less painful and uncomplicated if we have others who will walk with us through it. We are not alone in our struggles. We only need to reach out and ask for help. Number 4, when you share your thoughts, you lessen the burden that you carry. Seeking others might help unload the stress and anxiety that you might be feeling. Number 5, strengthen harmonious relationships with your significant others and lead you to become people-oriented. Number 6, when you choose to seek help from others, you start to create a pattern where you can also lend a hand when the opportunity comes where others will ask for your help and guidance. And number 7, you will develop to become a positive, well-integrated person. You can do it. Identify a decision that you made in the past that you are comfortable to share with your teacher. Try to evaluate it using the pointers given. Do this on a sheet of paper. Here are some of the questions that will guide you in answering this part. Number 1, did you get the rightful results? Number 2, what were the consequences when you made that decision? Number 3, did it contribute to your personal growth in any areas of life? Number 4, did it consider the common good? And number 5, how would that make you as a person? What I have learned on second thought. Identify alternative solutions and its consequences if you were in the situation given. Write your answers on a clean sheet of paper. The situation is, you have a requirement to finish, and as instructed in your self-learning module, you are encouraged to use alternative or recycled materials. However, you think that you might need some money to do the activity. When you asked your parents about it, they said they do not have enough money to buy the requirement. One day, while your sibling was in the bathroom, you went back to your room to get your towel. Then, you saw money on the floor. You know that it might be owned by one of your family members. You suddenly remembered that you needed money for your project. Number 1, what will be your alternative solutions? Number 2, what will be its positive and negative consequences? And number 3, how do you consider honesty despite your current situation? Share your thoughts and feelings. Think about this quotation and write a short reflection about it on a clean sheet of paper. An open mind is coupled with an open heart. Remember, life has so many great options, but you don't have to pick what seems to be the best. Just pick what makes you happy and it will be the best. And that is Module 11 for HGP Grade 9. Thank you so much for listening to this video.